Chapter 4 Amanda's Brother and Sister. The following morning, Lucy, Clifford, and Carol picked up Panda after they picked up Kazumi and Tom. Amanda texted them that she has a surprise for what she's bringing along for the trip to Canada. I still can't believe you haven't been to her house yet, Carol said, sitting on the front seat. Or met her parents yet, Kazumi added. Well, she never told me where she lived in San Francisco, Panda replied, sitting in the back. Her profile here felt like me and my brother's were, except she appeared less in San Francisco, only hanging out with me while mostly at my place. She never told you where she lives, Tom replied. I did kidnap you, but I still showed you where I lived, up until I moved into Griff and Isaac's place. People don't always stay in San Francisco, which is why she texted me her home address. Lucy took out her phone. When she moved along with her family, she moved to Cecilino. Her friends told me about Amanda being at Cecilino after Christmas. It's just me and my brothers who never had an interest in going there. You're in for a surprise, Carol looked back. Lucy and I went there and it's amazing. You get a great view of San Francisco in the distance across the sea. And the houses there are great, Lucy added. I enjoyed the olives there. They were much fresher, Clifford commented. Huh, it's weird she never asked me to hang at her place when her parents aren't there, Panda said to himself. It's probably because her parents love their new home deeply, Kazumi smiled. Can't wait to see what it looks like. Lucy drove through the buildings of Cecilino while paying attention to Amanda's home address. She parked by the end of the road while the doghouses are located. Upon coming out, Panda followed Lucy, Clifford, and Carol from behind. He looked at the doghouses floating on the water, while Tom enjoyed the sight of the ocean. Mornings make Cecilino beautiful, especially when boats appear in the sea for more sightseeing. It wasn't long until they arrived at Amanda's house. It was painted in pink, but wasn't big like Chloe's house. They slowly stepped on the front porch where the water lapped it underneath. When Panda looked at the house itself, he took a deep breath, knowing the moment inevitably had to arrive. Well, there's no going back. He pressed the doorbell, waiting along with his friends by his side. Soon it was answered with Amanda's dad revealing to Panda for the first time. He didn't hesitate the moment he saw Amanda's boyfriend after the pictures she took with him. Panda, he responded, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Yeah, long overdue, but hello. Panda lifted his hand up while Amanda's father gave him a hand to shake. He invited them inside as he closed the door behind Tom, while taking them to the living room. I've heard you are going to Canada, and my daughter wants to go. It was technically Gwiz's idea when it came to our holiday last night. We're still making preparations, Lucy added. I know how that felt when we made the choice to move here, Amanda's father commented. Even if you are only taking a vacation up north, we had so many preparations on which place we should move to. Must have been a rough time before moving here, Clifford replied. There's so many choices, but in the end, you can only pick one. Then Amanda's mother entered the living room, taking notice of Panda himself. Oh, you're finally here, she smiled. Hi, Amanda's mom. Amanda's upstairs in case you're wondering. She just finished breakfast. Are you gonna be alright with Amanda leaving if we do go? No, not at all. Amanda went on vacation on her own without us. She had a lot of fun activities. What was her favorite place she wanted to go? Kazumi wondered. China. This caused the ramen chef to smile. Oh, is it because there's pandas over there? She gently hit her elbow on Panda. We all know where pandas come from, Panda smiled. But to be realistic, she wouldn't have met me since I lived in San Francisco my whole life. I'm sure she wouldn't even get a boyfriend who's willing to cross overseas just to be with her, Amanda's mom replied. Panta knew it wasn't a coincidence for Amanda to just accept to be his girlfriend, knowing that his brothers helped him out before heading to camp. Should we meet your daughter now? Carol asked. Of course. She's outside, on the balcony from her room. Amanda's dad pointed upstairs. She has an outdoor balcony, Tom replied. Dog houses here have balconies, just to have a clear view of the ocean. You couldn't imagine how lucky we are just to have this place. You all can meet her upstairs. She has a surprise for you, Amanda's mom said. Yeah, she texted me about it. Lucy showed her phone to Amanda's parents. We should be on our way. Panta's group wasted little time as they headed upstairs. Panta saw Amanda's door open, all the while seeing her room for the first time. Tons of Panta accessories all over the room didn't even faze Panta. He knew she adores Pantas the many times she hung out with him, even when their profile slowly became accepted thanks to society changing. Wow, talk about Panta mania. Carol wrapped his arm around Panta. Imagine her being dressed up as a panda in Canada. Everyone up north will definitely get the picture on who you and Amanda truly are, Lucy added while rubbing Panta's head. That is, if pandas actually live in Canada rather than China. People in Canada still like pandas, just like your girlfriend, Carol replied. Tom and Kazumi's attention were turned to the outside balcony where Amanda and Samantha are out. However, it wasn't Amanda nor the friend themselves. Panta? Tom gained his friend's attention. Look. Panta, Lucy, and Carol turned to the balcony, which took them by notice. Clifford went past everyone to see the balcony himself as he and the others saw two kids playing with Amanda and Samantha. Two kids, he responded. When they made their way out on the balcony, Amanda took notice as she stood up. Panta, she smiled while giving him a hug. Panta's attention was glued on two kids, one of which looked at Clifford the moment he stepped outside. One is a boy and the other is a girl who both have the same hair color as Amanda. Amanda, who are these kids? He replied as Amanda broke the hug. These kids are my younger brother and sister, she answered as she pointed at them one by one. My brother Chanda, my sister Titania. When Panta looked down at Amanda's siblings, he always thought that Amanda was a single daughter in her family. Was this the surprise you meant? Yes, if we go to Canada, I want to bring my brother and sister along. We heard so many cute things about you, Titania smiled. That Christmas Eve when you and your brothers turned into cubs, Chanda added, I wanted to hang out with you. Christmas miracles don't always happen to everyone, you know. Amanda looked down on his brother. Besides, you haven't even heard most of what happened on that day, Samantha recalled. You would probably want to hang out with Ice Bear for what he's been through. I'm still having a hard time a wish caused them to turn into cubs, Carol commented. I've watched Grizz's latest Corbett Jones movie, Lucy replied. It didn't fool me that Grizz was a cub in that. Anyway, Panta gained back on topic. So many cute things about me, huh? Are you Panta fans like they are? Amanda giggled. Well, Panta blushed. I'm sure they saw all the photos of you and your girlfriend, Kazumi replied, especially the ones from Valentine's Day. You look so cute with the kiss marks on your face, Titania said. Seriously, am I the only one who didn't enjoy that? Clifford replied. I mostly felt jealous the moment I saw it, to be honest, Tom added. I'm really looking forward to our trip to Canada, Chanda replied. I can't wait for the adventure we're gonna have there. Panta would want to be respectful towards Amanda's siblings, but if there's one thing he didn't think about is what his adventure would be like with or without his girlfriend. I would be happy to have you being part of the adventure, but Aren't you two a little concerned about the unexpected? Relax, Panda, nothing horrible is gonna happen, Kale replied. Yeah, we've watched so many movies with tons of unexpected moments, Titania commented. Do they have anything to do with Canada? No. Like, we can do anything fun now, it's just the unexpected I'm referring to is Canada itself. Even if we're gonna be away from anything bad happening to us, I just hope it's something extraordinary. It will be, Samantha chimed in. Not only am I coming too, but extraordinary is the point when it comes our way. Yeah, Chandler chilled. I just know it. Can we at least slow down on the fact we need to plan out the activities there? Tom asked. We are planning to bring tons of people, but the things we're doing now is what we should be thinking about. I'm gonna work on that with Grizz and Icebell later, Panda replied as he turned back to Chanda and Titania. As for you two, I have no problem giving Amanda's brother and sister some anime fun. Well, this is gonna be weird knowing I'm not gonna be Panda's only friend, Clifford said, which caused Titania to pull him, giving him a hug with Chanda also joining in. You're Amanda's brother and sister's new friend, Titania replied. I'm gonna ask Ranger Tapes if she's willing to add more kids in the Poppy Rangers. Lucy leaned next to her boyfriend. Good luck seeing your boyfriend having his own adventure then, Kale giggled. Kazumi had a thought of her own when it came to Canada itself. I mostly want to see how you and your brothers are doing since it has been a long time since we've met. Yeah, you never told me how you and your others left her back from Japan. We had to go somewhere. Japan just isn't our place for a home, Panda answered. It's true, Kazumi filling in. Carla and I wanted to be supportive since we agreed to spend more time with you. I also wanted to spread my woman talents in different places in the world. Don't worry, we could stay in Canada longer. Like Tom said, we can plan out activities. You, Carla, me, and my brothers can do something when we get the chance. I'll look forward to that, especially Gail, who's gonna take care of the passports today. You were like her. When everyone made those settlements, they all took a group picture back in the living room with Amanda's parents, from snaps from Panda and Amanda's phones. They upload them on the internet, which gained attention right away from their followers. It may be the beginning of preparations, but a slow process to keep everything on track. What matters to Panda is what he's gonna have in store with Amanda, including her brother and sister.